Okay,
Here we are.
We're back.
I'm Rachel.
And I'm Sarah.
And we're yoga instructors. And this is Effort&Ease yoga. Yoga that you can bring anywhere and practice at any time.
Yeah. She said it. This is what we're doing. It's yoga. And you're going to like it, and we're going to like it, and it's going to be a blast.
So fun. This is Sun Salutation C+, which is kind of a interpretation of a very traditional Ghosh lineage flow called the Salute to the Gods and Goddesses. And we have added in some things to make it a very comprehensive, short 20-minute practice that you can either add to something longer, or if you only have 20 minutes, this covers all your bases. We'll work balance, flexibility, strength, and get all of the joints and oxygen and life force moving.
And we'll do Sun Sal A and B at another time, because
we're
skipping to C. So this isn't the beginning, but it is a fun place to start. So we'll teach the other two as well, but we're going to do this one today.
Yeah, so. It's my favorite one.
She likes it the best, so we're going to do it
by far. We're going to get started in Tadasana, mountain pose at the top of the mat. Bring your heels and toes to touch. Root down through the soles of your feet. Pull your belly button to your spine. Lift up through the crown of your head. Bring your hands to prayer at heart center. Close your eyes. Take a moment to set an intention for your practice. This could be a thought, a word, a dedication of energy, anything that gives this time meaning, purpose, or simply joy. And then on an inhale, open your eyes, sweep your arms up overhead, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, swan dive fold. Let your heart lead the movement. Pull your hips back. Place your hands underneath your shoulders or onto blocks or your shins. Inhale, look out, lengthen, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fold, Uttanasana. Step your left foot all the way to the back of the mat, setting up a crescent lunge. Land on the ball of your left foot, and on an inhale, sweep your arms up. Push your left hip, your left heel forward. Interlace your fingers, release your index fingers. Take your heart up and back. This is our first back bend, so move at your own pace, any amount. Think about reaching your chest up to the ceiling, and then your arms follow your ears. On an inhale, come back through center. Place your hands down, frame your right foot, round and curl, bring your forehead to your knee, pull your belly away from your thigh, countering the back bend. Step your right foot back to meet your left foot, high plank, hold your high plank. Shoulders over wrists, tuck the tailbone under, pull the belly in, crown of the head forward. Lower to your knees, and then bring your chin and chest down to the earth, Ashtangasana. Melting the collarbone into the ground. Press through the balls of your feet to slither all the way to your belly. Keep your hands placed against your middle ribs. Open your legs to hip socket width distance. And on an inhale, Cobra, Bhujangasana. Pull your elbows back towards your hip points. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Exhale, bend your knees, press your hips back to your heels, child's pose. Stretch your arms forward. As the forehead rests down, take a beat. Come back to those intentions you set a moment ago. And then tuck your toes under, lift your hips back and up to a turbo facing dog. Here in the turbo face, knees are bent, heels are lifted. Your hands are pressing down to push your belly back towards your thighs and your chest towards your knees. Really exaggerating the length in your spine over a yank or pull in the hamstrings. Keep your heels lifted and swivel hips and heels over to the left. Squeeze your left side waist. Pull your right hip farther away from your right wrist crease. Bring your heels high through center, back to the turbo. And then swivel hips and heels over to the right. This time you're squeezing through the right side body, letting the left side open up and expand. Good, come back to center in the turbo facing dog. Keep your heels lifted, and on an inhale, ripple forward, come back to the high plank. Pull your right knee all the way to your nose, Nasasana. If it's not getting all the way to the nose, that's okay. Pull it as high and as far forward as you can. Maybe that knee even gets to your forehead. Step the right foot through to the top of the mat. Inhale, look up, lengthen. Step the left foot up to meet the right. Again, inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, reverse swan dive brings you all the way back up. Palms kiss overhead. Exhale, swan dive, fold. Heart leads the movement, draw your hips back. Place your hands on your blocks, your shins, or onto the mat. Look up, lengthen. Exhale, soften. Right foot steps all the way back. Land on the ball of the right foot, and on the inhale, reach your arms up. High crescent. Right hip, right heel, push forward, trying to get the right leg as long, strong, and straight as you can. Left thigh is working its way towards parallel with the earth. Interlace your fingers, release the index. Heart moves up and back. Remember, any amount. Push your chest up. Reach your arms back with your ears. Inhale back through center. Hands come down, they frame the left foot. Round and curl, forehead meets your knee. Pull your belly away from your thigh. This is your opportunity to counter the back bend and spinal flexion. Pushing strongly through both hands, step the left foot back to meet the right high plank. Knees, chest, chin lower, Ashtangasana. 8 bends. Pressing space into the collarbone. Slither through all the way to your belly. Inhale, Cobra, Bhujangasana. Peel your chin, chest, ribcage off the mat. Exhale, child's pose. Hips to heels. Tuck the toes under, lift the hips back and up to the turbo face. This time in the turbo face, keep your right knee soft, sink your left heel down, lean into the back of your left leg. Inhale high on all 10 toes. Exhale, soften the left knee, press the right heel down. Inhale high on all 10 toes, bend both knees, turbo. Ripple forward to your high plank. Draw the left knee as far forward and as high up as you can, maybe nose, maybe chin, maybe forehead. Step the left foot through, top of the mat. Step the right foot up to meet the left foot. Inhale, look, lengthen. Exhale, fold, soften. Inhale, reverse swan dive. All the way up. This time when you interlace, bring your palms together to touch, interlace your fingers, release the index. Stretch up, get tall. Push through your heels, pull your belly in, push your hips to the left, upper body to the right. The standing half moon. Feel the left rib cage lift up and away from the left hip bone. Keep sending the right shoulder forward, the left hip forward. Come down a little deeper. Inhale brings you back to center, reach up, get tall. And then pushing through your heels, bump your hips to the right, upper body reaches left. Inhale back to center. That was my stomach. Let your head fall back. Just the head. Just release at the cervical spine. Now squeeze your palms together, push your arms up towards the ceiling. With your weight in your heels, start to reach your arms back. Again, any amount. Lift your chest up and take your arms back. Again, chest up, arms back. Chest up, arms back. Stay with it. Keep pressing your chest up more. And an inhale brings you all the way up. Exhale, swan dive, fold. Place your hands underneath your shoulders, look out, lengthen. Step your left foot to the back of the mat. Inhale, high crescent, arms up. Interlace your fingers, take your arms up and back any amount. Inhale back through center. Hands come down, they frame the right foot. Round and curl, forehead to your knee. Lower your left knee to the earth and flex your right toes back towards your face. You can keep your hands on your blocks here for half split, Ardha Hanumanasana. Keep thinking about pulling the right hip back and up and sending the right heel forward. So we're looking for a long, flat spine here, rather than that rounded, curled one we were engaging with earlier. So here, to stretch the hamstring a little bit more deeply, we're sending the chin towards the shin. Option to stay in your half split, or you can roll to the pinky blade of your foot and walk your hands gently to the right for steer. This will get into the TFL, stretching the outer band of your right leg. Returning to your half split, bring your hands back to frame your right foot, and then soften the right knee for a quad stretch. Draw your left heel towards your glute. So you might stay right here, just squeezing through the hamstring will already release that left quad, or you might reach back for the foot. You can lower to your left forearm, bringing the body down more. Or you might interlace your fingers behind your ankle and keep the body upright. Or you might find a mermaid, threading the right toes into your right elbow crease and interlacing the hands for a little bit of a back bend in your quad stretch. And then cartwheel the hands down. Once again, framing the right foot, tuck your left toes, reach both arms up, interlace the fingers, release the index, take the heart up and back. Anjaneyasana. Inhale back to center, hands come down, they frame the right foot. Tuck your left toes, round and curl, forehead to your knee. You're in a supported lunge. Step the right foot back to meet the left. High plank. This time we're taking our first chaturanga. So you can always lower your knees to the earth to preserve good alignment here. Elbows bend, triceps graze the rib cage, come halfway down, hover, hold. Press back up to high. We do one more, halfway hover, and then scoop your heart through. Upward facing dog, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Hanging here on hands and tops of feet. On an exhale, roll over your knees or your toes to your first downward facing dog. It's the first one of the practice, although we have prepared the body with those turbo facing dogs. So you might pedal and shift here, or you might simply find stillness, letting the breath floss its way through. Gradually let your heels get a little heavier, though they might not connect with the earth. Pressing the weight of your hands into your fingertips, getting out of the heels of the palms, and rotate your arms so that your armpits are facing the mat. Give your head a little shake, yes, no. Release any tension from the cervical spine. From the downward face, we're actually going to come back, or actually, changing my mind. Right leg sweeps the sky, three-legged. Elevate the left heel, make it even more expansive. Draw your right knee to your nose, Nasasana. See if you can squeeze it all the way up to your forehead. Place the right foot to the space between your thumbs. And on an inhale, supported warrior 3, left leg lifts. Maybe the hands come to prayer. Left foot meets right at the top of the mat. Inhale, reach your arms up. Noticing the difference energetically between your two legs here. Right one has worked, left one is still waiting for the attention. Reach up. Moving into that standing half moon, hips go left, upper body right. Inhale back through center, up and over to the left. Inhale back through center. Reach up, let the head fall back first. Back bend. Reach up to the ceiling, press the weight in your heels, take your arms up and back. Hips forward, heart up. Reach back, go back, more back. Inhale back to center. Exhale, swan dive fold. Place your hands underneath your shoulders. Inhale, look out, lengthen. Exhale, step the right foot all the way to the back of the mat. High crescent. Arms reach up. Interlace your fingers, release the index. Pushing strongly through the soles of both feet, ball of the right, sole of the left, arms up and back. Any amount. Inhale to center. Hands come down, they frame the left foot. Round and curl, forehead to knee. Lower to your right shin. Flex your left toes back to your face, half split, Ardha Hanumanasana. So hands can be resting on blocks here, framing the left foot. We're thinking about a little tug of war between the left heel and the left butt cheek. You want to send your left glute up to the ceiling, back and up, your left heel forward and down. Again, resisting that temptation to round out of the pose and instead kind of push into it. Option to bring your left pinky toe down and walk your hands to the left, adding on a stretch for your TFL. And then bring your hands back to frame the left foot, bend the left knee, quad stretch. Remember, any variation here, start by just squeezing the hamstring to let the right quad release. And if you'd like to add on, you can keep your right hand down, you can lower to your right forearm. You can take both hands to the ankle or your mermaid, interlacing the fingers and using the head to press the right shoulder back. As you release your quad stretch, bring your hands down to frame once again the left foot. And on an inhale, reach your arms up, Anjaneyasana. Inhale back to center, hands come down, they frame the left foot. Round and curl, forehead to knee. Engage your right knee off the mat. Step your left foot back to meet the right hip plank. Chaturanga, knees can always lower, halfway hover, hold. Press back up to high. One more, halfway hover. This time scoop the heart through. Upward face. Exhale, downward face. Eye gaze can be at your knees, maybe even at your thighs, maybe someday at your belly button. On an inhale, left leg sweeps the sky, elevate the right heel. Exhale, round and curl, knee to nose. Pull the left knee as far forward and as high up as you can. Place the left foot between your thumbs. Supported warrior 3, right leg lifts, hands under shoulders. Maybe if you don't want the support, you bring your hands to prayer. Right foot comes to meet the left at the top of the mat. Inhale, reach the arms up. Find prayer. Pull prayer back to heart. Take a moment here to close your eyes. Notice your breath as it moves energy through your body. And then as you open your eyes, bring your hands down by your sides, palms open. Samastitahi. And that's it. Namaste.
Namaste. Also, you can always do modifications, and I forgot to tell you in the beginning that I will be modeling modifications, which I think is going to be a normal thing for us, is that I will show you a more accessible, maybe earlier
One of us will show you one version, and one of us will show you a modified version.
Yes. So, and we will have blocks. I don't know why we didn't use blocks. We have them right
We
there.
have them.
We'll use them next time so you can see where you can use blocks, and then that will be more helpful if you're like, I don't know how to use them. When we're saying use blocks, we'll be able to show you too. So, Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
We'll get better, we promise.
Yeah, we're learning.